This is going, we've talked about the beginning. We're going towards the end for plan B. B. Okay. B. Okay, so.
Okay, so like I was saying, when we do the labs, if Danny doesn't have his laptop, all he has to do is write numbers and maybe one word. And sometimes the spaces are a little bit small, but I think with some practice, he can write numbers in the spaces.
Again, I know what my son can do and I know what sort of help he needs. We've been using the word processor for 2 years. It's been a great success. He needs that in order to be the most successful possible in class.
Well, from what I've seen, it's more of a challenge for him to take out the word processor, make sure he has the file right, get it to the right place, and then he plays with the fonts and the colors all the time, and that takes him way longer than it would be for him to slowly write the numbers and the blanks. So I think, like I said, with some practice, it would really help him to fit in more if he just would be able to write the letters and the numbers.
For his grades, it's straight across the word processor to help him do better.
Well, I can see that in other classes where there's a lot more writing. But in this class, it's really just letters and numbers.
Which is all that writing is, and he still needs help, which is why he has that on his IEP. That's why we've had it for 2 years. It's worked for 2 years. I don't see why it can't work in your classroom.
Well, you've seen this, haven't you? When he gets on the computer, all he does is play with the font and the color and the size. It doesn't really help. It's just wasting his time.
Okay, I'm hearing both of you, and we're getting to the point where I feel like we just need to reschedule a meeting. We're both kind of getting that defensive. Both of you are. I don't want any of you to ruin a relationship, and we need to make sure we're focusing on Danny and having that common goal. So this is going to be our strategy of how to just reschedule the meeting, and we're going to think through different ideas and time to process what we've talked about and discuss it further. I will be the one that emails both of you to to decide on a time that is convenient for both of you.
I really just don't see
And I
why
would
he
like
can't
for
learn
both of
the
you
letters
to
and the numbers.
really think about our common goal of Danny being successful. Does that work for you?
It'll do for now.
Well, I want him to be successful, but shouldn't that be what he's learning with you? I mean, shouldn't you help him learn his letters and his numbers so he can write just one number in the box?
We're going to reschedule the meeting, and we will...
It's really an inconvenience in my class.
I know it's inconvenience, but we need to think about it because, like what Mrs. Smith has been saying, it is our job to follow his IEP. So
I know, and he does
that
really
is
well
why
with the groups, and I like
we're going
having
to put
him
this
class.
in
I
a
just
parking
don't see
lot.
why this is such a big deal.
Parking lot, and we're going to come back to it later. Okay? Because we're all getting to that point where we're just getting fed up and we want to punch someone. So, let's just reschedule this for a couple days so you have some ideas to jot down and think about, and we will reconvene later.